So Jason Demetriou leads out the Wakefield Trinity Wildcats. And less than a year after being shown the door by Hull, John Keir is back in East Yorkshire. And only 2 of the 17 that avoided relegation against Castleford last year were British born. He has set about sorting out that imbalance. The only coach not to have signed a player from the NRL, John Keir. Jason Demetriou is back wearing the captain's armband again. Well, they've waited a long time for this. The Hull Kingston Rovers team, known as the Robins, of course. And a big year all round for everyone in this part of the world. They're licking their lips in anticipation of the big Humberside derby. And there is the man, Justin Morgan, who brought them back into the big time last year. The appointment of him proved to be the final piece in a jigsaw. After just a year in charge, Hull Kingston Rovers are in the Super League. And the entire Super League wonders just what is in store for this team during 2007. James Webster leads them out.
And when you look at the likes of Jim Gannon on the bench, there's some tough hombres out there tonight.
Here we go then, Jamie Rooney gets Super League underway here in East Hull. James Webster is underneath the kickoff. Elimar was leading the chase, and James Webster takes the first tackle of Hull Kingston Rovers' Super League life. Playing Super League now for his 4th club. Nice little dummy, this is Goddard. And Goddard gets the ball away, what a start for Scott Morrell and the Hull Kingston Rovers team. Hull KR are up and running, look at what that means on the terraces. First real opportunity that Hull KR had of getting over the line, and Scott Morrell was on the end of the last pass, and it's a try to Hull Kingston Rovers. What a dream start for the Rovers and their coach Justin Morgan. They lead the Wakefield Trinity Wildcats 4-0.
Tremendous switch on the short blind side. Look how they went away. First and second markers just couldn't read the play. Beautiful offload by John Goddard. But you've got to point the finger at Wakefield's defence. You can't have your first and second markers going the same way.
The penalty put them in the position, but the wonderful first 3 plays just got them exactly where they wanted to be, about 15 to 20 metres in from touch. Then you're reliant on Chris Chester's vision. Can he spot that they've got 3 attackers against only 2 defenders down that short side? He did do, and Morrell benefited from that.
Scott Morrell, and when I was talking to Justin Morgan, his coach, yesterday, Justin Morgan said that young man, Scott Morrell, has all the talent in the world and could easily be playing representative football in 2008 if he continues his development. This is Gareth Morton, 452 points in just 39 appearances for Hull KR over the past 2 years. Can he add the extras and make it the perfect start? Windsor is back and he's got it perfectly. He has kicked it. And the Robins are bobbing in Super League. They lead by 6 points to 0. Just 2 metres short of the line. That's Demetriou. And he will give it some width and find Sam Obst. Here is Ben Jeffries. Jeffries slipping.
Interesting to see there. Sam Obst taking first receiver with Jeffries out wide. Usually it's the other way around.
Brett Ferris down to the corner, looking for Tajulala. But the ball, I think, hit the corner flag. So that's deemed to be out, and it's a 20-metre restart.
Nice option, just couldn't get to it. Back on the inside, there was no one there. They've got to read the play a little bit better than that.
Demetriou on his own. That's the try line. Obst goes for it himself. And he's in his
over,
league.
yeah,
Yes, he is. It's a try to Sam Obst. It just went very quiet then for a moment. The Hull Kingston Rovers supporters held their breath. And at the other end of the field, the Wakefield Wildcats fans, they suddenly began to celebrate. Obst has come up with the try that they went looking for after they got the penalty. Obst gets Wakefield within 2 points of the new boys.
Lack of discipline, didn't get the understanding. You could see there that Ward never went behind Webster. The penalty was forthcoming, and straight away, good work from the little hooker, Obst. More at home playing in the half-back role, but let's face it, these days it's usually a scrum half that takes the number 9 shirt in most of the rugby league teams in the world, and that is a great effort. Caught them napping.
He sprinted 50 metres to make that tackle. He's been full of it tonight.
Jamie Rooney adds the extras. Wakefield are back on terms here at Craven Park.
Allowing Ops to sneak under when there was at least 5 would-be defenders there. So you'd have to say that both tries we've seen so far have come about by defensive errors.
Offside out wide against Wakefield. The crowd were giving Ashley Klein and his touch judge on this near side a little bit of assistance.
Well, they were taking the mickey, weren't they? There were 2 at least who never made any attempt to get back onto the 10. It always surprises me that the rest of the team, if you see yourself, 2 of your teammates just stood out there not making the 10, give them a shout, get them back.
Fisher is the dummy half. Good ball inside, an even better ball to Cockayne.
Super stuff.
There's a lovely pass on the inside from Scott Morrell. That's a penalty.
Should be sin bin, that.
Pushing and shoving, messing around at the play of the ball. Rugby League trying to stamp all this out. It's one of the new edicts, or one of the edicts that has been emphasised by Stuart Cummings to his referees again this year. Sought to play the ball out.
His first half.
Well, Gareth Morton kicked a screamer off the touchline, and it looks like from this range, shouldn't miss, and doesn't. And the Rovers have a 2-point lead.
That 2 points is probably a worthy reward for the break that they made down the middle of the field. The inside ball back to Cockayne. And do you know what? If they put that play on later in the game, when maybe 1 or 2 of the Wakefield players are more tired, I can see that being the score play.
Set of 6 against them. Here is Elima. Oh, and they've been pinged for obstruction.
Oh, it's on. Somebody pushed, and someone wanted to have a... Did he throw a punch?
I don't think Chester did. I think Elima maybe had a bit of a shot.
Now, we have been concerned about the obstruction rule, but on this occasion, it was so direct. He had no other option. He used him, and he just pushed away. Nothing, was just handbags, wasn't it? Two faces.
That's wonderful for the Rovers because they've survived all that pressure.
Yeah, that as a player is as good as scoring points.
This is Ben Fisher. He plays the ball to Chris Chester. A drive forward there by Jason Netherton. Fisher waits again, and that's another penalty. Silly play from Ned Katic. Just pushed the player down as he got to his feet to play the ball.
Looks like
the Rovers will say we'll have the 2 here.
Really, Hull KR have got all the elation of being up in Super League, and they'll have been listening to that in the press and on the radio for the last couple of months. And Wakefield, on the other hand, they're going here with almost everything to lose because they're playing a team that are considered to be the whipping boys. So Wakefield will be expected to win this game, but like we see, Hull KR putting up a tremendous show.
Just took the step, dinked underneath, and he was about to plant it. And Paul March just got right underneath him. It was a wonderful effort by March.
Continues. Here is Gareth Morton. This is the last one now for Hull Kingston Rovers, and March did really well then to stop the would-be try scorer. Weichner with a dab to the in-goal area. Ooh, and Semi Tadulala was the coolest man on the ground then.
Message to him is to keep his cool.
Great run, terrific run from Ben Jeffries, and a try-saving tackle from Jason Goddard. Here is Paul March. He was try-saver not long ago, trying to create something here, but Rovers caught offside, penalty right on their try line. Will they take the 2 points on offer this time to level the scores?
I think they will.
He has the name for it, doesn't he? He has all the credentials as well. And he has the 2 points for Wakefield that levels the scores here. It's 8 apiece. No first night nerves on show from Hull Kingston Rovers. Justin Morgan, their coach, though, will be a little annoyed that they're level pegging. Chester waits at dummy half. Chris Chester, who made the change, of course, from black and white to red and white during the course of the summer. That's a great kick, great take, and it's it's so nearly a try for Luke Dyer. But he lost it over the line.
What a great effort from Brett Ferris, though.
Set now, how will he finish it?
It's come back to him. He's gone for the one-pointer, and I think he's got it. The reaction action behind the sticks tells you, and Ashley Klein's arm race tells you that Rooney has got the drop goal.
Well, that was brilliant. He directed the whole set from when they first got the ball. He sent the players where he wanted them, and when he had to deliver, boy, did he do that. What a brilliant kick under pressure.
Surely they'll go for it.
Well, one's better than nothing. Webster. No, they're going for broke. There's a chance here. He's funneled into touch. That's great defence.
Super.
Terrific defence. Gareth Morton thought he was about to plong the ball down, and Semi Tadulala was there, and so too Ryan Atkins, and Atkins and Tadulala saved the day for the Wildcats.
Wonderful, wonderful defence. But what a great effort from Hull KR. You'd have thought they'd have gone for one, Brian.
Surely that was the chance, if any, to go. It's taken a lot. They got a penalty to get them right down there. Perfect chance.
Oh, they've got the ball back. Hang on.
What would I know?
Here they come with Chester again. They're going to get another chance at one at least, and they look for the win.
They won't make the mistake again. Surely they'll set up. The facility waiting to the last one.
Fisher waits. He gives it to Webster. He finds Vella. Vella will drive it forward again.
Webster's there. Webster's calling.
But they're going the other way. And here is Tommy Gallagher. He'll drive it back in.
They got to go here.
No, they're not going to go.
They might leave it another one or two, maybe. Webster, he thought about it. Gives it width. Chester back on the inside.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Ben Cockayne for Rovers. Hull Kingston Rovers will win it. Look what it means to the people of Humberside in this particular part of the city. Ben Cockayne, the fullback, in the right place at the right time, writes a little bit of history for himself and writes a huge chunk of history for Hull Kingston Rovers.
Wakefield paid the price. They got in the lead with a 1 point and then spilled possession. It looked as though Webster was going to go for it, but Chester, the experienced Chester, the inside pass, and the fullback Ben Cockayne, as Eddie said, has made himself a hero in the red and white part of Hull tonight. Look at the joy etched on the faces of these players. A few seconds ago it looked as though it was all over, but this man has turned it around. He won't mind whether he misses or kicks it. He knows that they've got it in the bag.
Gareth Morton to add the extras, make it the perfect 6. He doesn't normally miss from this range. He doesn't miss tonight. It's 49 to Hull KR. They came out to see them start their life in Super League with a win, and they've got their wish, courtesy of Ben Cockayne. Well, I said that Ben Cockayne has enjoyed a meteoric rise to fame over the past couple of years. There's the siren. There's not enough time for Wakefield to restart the match. The Rovers have won on their first night.